Hi, I'm Vince Bagarosa. Welcome to Community Connections. Tom Chesick, curator of the Stephen Crane House in Asbury Park, recently gave us a tour of the Stephen Crane House, one of the oldest standing structures in Asbury Park and the only surviving residence in the U.S. that boasts a direct association with celebrated author of The Red Badge of Courage, a story of the Civil War.
One of the oldest standing houses in the city of Asbury Park, New Jersey, is the Stephen Crane House, and the only surviving residence in the United States that boasts a direct association with the celebrated author of The Red Badge of Courage. Built in 1878 and named in 2015 to the National Register of Historic Places, the house at 508 4th Avenue was the official residence of Stephen Crane, who lived from 1871 to 1900.
He ended up in Asbury Park because he was a school kid, and that's where his mother moved, obviously. But she ended up in Asbury Park because it was a very, very Methodist town under James A. Bradley's stewardship of it. He's the founder of Asbury Park.
The aspiring author would write his first short story and early poems while living at the house with his well-known mother, Mary Helen Peck Crane, and would spend his summer breaks from school learning his craft as a correspondent for his brother's news service. Known at various times in its history as Arbutus Cottage and the Hotel Florence, the house was rescued from possible demolition in the late 1990s and rechristened as a museum and cultural venue dedicated to the legacy of Crane and the early history of Asbury Park.
So it's a real Asbury Park rescue story. It kind of is a microcosm of the Asbury Park story in recent years. After all these years, one of the best kept secrets in Asbury Park, here in this residential block that is actually one of the main drags to the beach in the summertime.
Now under the stewardship of the Historical Society, the Stephen Crane House remains a work-in-progress renovation and preservation project for which donations of funds or historic artifacts and memorabilia are welcomed. Join us as we carry on the effort to preserve and maintain this unique cultural gem and community resource.
The place is a museum, it is a public venue for events, and it is the headquarters of the Asbury Park Historical Society. We've got our documents and archives here. So people come here for all kinds of reasons. We have open house tours for individuals and small groups every Sunday afternoon. You know, ever since we've been just trying to fix the place up a little more each day and just try to keep it in the public consciousness as much as possible.
Large groups representing schools, clubs, and historical societies can arrange a tour via the Stephen Crane House on Facebook or by calling 732-361-0189. The house is located at 508 4th Avenue in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation.